Let us try to understand Paasche's price index number. Well, I'm very sure you are aware that Paasche's price index number is actually weighted index number. So we know in case of weighted index number, generally for price index number, the weights are taken as quantity, and for quantity index numbers, the weights are taken as price. Now, which price to take? For Paasche's price index number, what weight should be taken? Base year's quantity or current year's quantity? According to Paasche's, the weight is taken as current year's quantity. So the formula for Paasche's price index number becomes P01 for Paasche's, that is price index number from base year to current year. So the formula becomes summation of P1 Q1 upon summation of P0 Q0 into 100. So for weighted aggregate price index number P01 for Paasche's, the numerator will be summation of P1, that is current year's price, into current year's quantity Q1 over base year's price summation of P0 into the weight, that is current year's quantity Q1 into 100. So in nutshell summary, the formula for Paasche's price index number is P01 for Paasche's is summation of P1 Q1 upon summation of P0 Q0 into 100. Well, according to Paasche's, the weight taken for Paasche's price index number is current year's quantity. Let us take an example to understand how mathematically we calculate Paasche's price index. For that, the data given in the table is as per follows. The commodities are MNOP. The next big column talks about base years, which is year 2012, and the next big column talks about current year, which is year 2015. In the second column, there is two sub columns, price and quantity. So base year's price becomes P0 and base year's quantity becomes Q0. Similarly, the another price and quantity talks about current year. So the symbols for them are current year's price is P1 and current year's quantity is Q1. For base year's prices are 40, 50, 60 and 80. For base year's quantities are 10, 14, 15 and 25. Current year's prices are 50, 60, 75 and 100. Current year's quantities are 10, 12, 10 and 30. Now let us calculate Paasche's price index number. What does Paasche's price index number says? It is P01 for Paasche's, that is price index number from base year to current year for Paasche's is summation of P1 Q1 over summation of P0 Q0 into 100. In order to calculate this formula, you need to understand we need two more values. So we will add two more columns. The first column will be P1 Q1 and the next column will be P0 Q0. So what is P1 Q1? It is current year's price into current year's quantity. For M, it turns out to be 50 into 10, 500. For N, it turns out to be 60 into 12, 720. For O, it turns out to be 75 into 10, 750. And for P, it turns out to be 100 into 30, 3000. If I simply add these values for P1 Q1, the summation of P1 Q1 becomes 4970. Similarly, we will calculate the values for the next column, that is P0 Q1. P0 Q1 is price for base year into quantity for current year. So for M, it is 40 into 10, 400. For N, it is 50 into 12, 600. For O, it is 60 into 10, 600. And for P, it is 80 into 30, 2400. If I simply add this up, it adds up to what? 4000. As I'm ready with all the values, I'll simply put the values in the formula and I'll get the Paasche's price index. So the formula once again is P01 for Paasche is basically price index number from base year to current year for Paasche equals to summation of P1 Q1 upon summation of P0 Q0 into 100. I just simply put the values, that is 4970 upon 4000 into 100. If I just simplify, some of the zeros getting cancelled, if I simplify, the answer is 124.25. So what does this Paasche price index number of 124.25% means? If in base year, that is in 2012, if the prices were 100 units, so the current year's prices will be 124.25 units. So there is a 24.25% increase in the price from 2012 to 2015 according to Paasche. I hope you got a fair bit of an idea how to calculate Paasche's price index number.